You know who this is? This is Ned Mongan here. Have a look at me. Nothing's wrong with me. Look at the van there. That's the van you want me to break up. There's nothing wrong in that van, Simon. Now I'll tell you, the reason why I'm making this, I want to let everyone know exactly what happened that night in that camp. You came into the camp, you jumped out of the van, you ran over to the other fellas that was in the camp. There's about 15, 20 other fellas there. There was nothing to do with me. You won't mention the people's names. Nothing got to do with me. You looked at me, Simon, and you said, oh, Will Neddy, I didn't know you were staying here. So I said, well, Simon. You turned around and said, we have to leave. So I said, I'm not leaving, Simon. I'm not leaving here. I'm the bailiff. I said, if you're the bailiff, Simon, you'll have to get the police to get me out of here. So you're not leaving it. So I said, no, Simon, I'm not leaving. You turned around then, Simon, and said, I'm going to get 40 men to run you out here. So I said, if you can go and get that, Simon, so you go and do this. So they take 40 men to get me out of here. But remember, Simon, I said, you have to sleep with yourself. You walk from the shed, Simon, back to your van. And you're still asking me to leave. I wouldn't leave. Then you turn around and said, Neddy said, I never apologised to a man before in my life, but I'll apologise to you. Now, Simon, it was at least 15 or 20 other men there. There's nothing got to do with me, so I have no business lying. You know what you said and I know what you said. And the men that was there knew exactly what you said. Then you turn around and said, you're begging me, Ned. I said, I'm not asking you, I'm begging you. He said, will you leave the camp? He said, this is my old job here. He said, I'm working with a security here, looking after the old yard. He said, you're taking money out of my pocket. So he says, that's the case then, Simon. He said, if you ask me for a favour, I said, I'll do you a favour. So I said, I'll leave this camp in the morning, I said. And you said, right, fair enough then, Ned. I said, I'll be gone by here by 10 o'clock. Then Simon, so you turn around and said, Ned, will you do me another favour? Will you make sure there be no tipping done here tonight? And I said, I'll do an alternate again for you. So I said, I'll give you my word, Simon. I said, I'll be gone out here tomorrow by 9 o'clock. In a condition, he said, that you're not going to go around and saying you put me out here. No, Ned, he said, that won't happen, he said. We're all travellers, he said, that's not going to happen. And I said, I'll give you my word that there'll be no tipping here. Next morning, Simon, before you got into the van, Simon, we were having a chat for 10 or 15 minutes afterwards about other things. You shook my hand before you left, Simon. Next morning then, Simon, we were all ready to leave. You came in with a crowd. Now, if you were man enough, Simon, why would you not stand up to me that night? Why would you not, when I put it to you, when I made you apologise to me, why would you not stand up to me that night? You dirty cowley bastard, you. It shows what kind of man you are. Shows the kind of man you are, Simon, that you wasn't man enough to stand up to me, that you had to go and get 40 men for me. I must be a good man, Simon. I have to be. I have to be when you had to go and get 40 men. You know there was no one in that camp, only me and my brother James. My two young fellas, one 13 years of age and one 14 years of age. They're the only ones that's there. There was 15, as I said, Simon, there was 15 or 20 other men there. One thing got to do with me. I have no business lying. You did break up stuff, but it wasn't all stuff you broke up. Yes, Simon, I had to run. I'm not going to hide. Not the first crowd to follow me, and probably won't be the last crowd to follow me. I'm used to it. It happens to me all my life. I'm getting followed by crowds since I was that height. But remember, Simon, and do your homework. Every time we were followed with a crowd, every time we were followed, the man who got it done was Gotford. After that, you got a hold of my young fellas, only 13 years of age, Simon, and you asked my young fella, who was I? Who was he? He was my son. At the road, Simon, you started rolling out the car, and I thought you'd get out of the car. But we were made each other outside. You wouldn't get out, you drove in, because you hadn't got your crowd with you. That's why you wouldn't get out. My young fella was only 14 years of age, you thought to ram him. But I'm telling you now, Simon, when I get my hands on you, you know the pig's face you have, when I get my hands on you, I am going to put them two hands in and out through your face. You dirty cowley shite you, that you wasn't man enough to stand up to me the night before. What kind of man are you? You told me that you were a straight man. I'm a straight man because I stood by my word. What kind of man are you? You dirty cowley bastard, that you wasn't able to stand up to me. You should be ashamed of yourself. As I said a while ago, Simon, I must be a good man in your eyes, that you had to go and get 40 men to come and attack me. But remember, Simon, I'm getting revenge for what you've done to my son. My son is only 14 years of age. One is only 13 years of age. And as sure as I'm making this here, Simon, I'm not going to make a fool of myself, talking like this, making this. My young fellas, like your sons, anyone's sons, come first. I'm getting revenge for what you've done to my son. The other fella, I don't know who he is, the fella that was driving the car that almost knocked my young fella down. I'll find out who he is. If it takes 20 years, I don't give a fuck, I'll find out who he is. I'll get him. And remember what I told you that night, Simon. You have to sleep with yourself, you have to work with yourself, you have to go shopping with yourself and the woman. You have to do things with yourself. You won't have the crowd with you 24 hours a day. You dirty cowley bastard, you. I made you shit in your trousers that night in the camp, and there was 15 or 20 men there for witness. You shite in your trousers, you dirty cowley bastard, you. Go back now and tell your family and tell your fathers a different story. What happened that night is what I'm telling you what happened. You apologise to me and you begged me for the leave that camp. You begged me, you said, I'm not asking you, Ned, I'm begging you, said, will you leave that camp? I thought you were leave, Simon. You dirty cowley shite, you. You wasn't man enough to come and face me. Why didn't you stand up that night and tell me, Ned, I'm getting you out of this camp tonight? Because you knew, Simon, them two hands will go through your fat jaws. You know that, you dirty cowley shite, you. There was only two in that camp, Simon, as I said, me and my brother James, no one else, only two of us. You had to go and get 30 or 40 men to get us out of it. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself of what you've done, to go and get 40 men that you weren't men enough to put us out of it. I put you away from your ground that night. Only one man put you away from your ground. You got into your van where you work from. That was your yard where you were working. You got into your van, you drove away. I put you away that night. Myself, no 30 men, no 20 men, no 5 men. Myself, put you into the van. There was a smell of shite off you when you got into the van with the fright I give you. And everyone that was watching seen that, you dirty cowley bastard. You drove away that night, Simon. Next day, you had to go and get a crowd to come back to me. Didn't you? As I said a while ago, Simon, why I'm so upset with you for? You and everyone who was driving that car thought to attack my two young fellas. One is 13 years of age and one is only 14 years of age. And as sure as I'm making this here, Simon, as I said a while ago, you can come. You might as well come and try to kill me, Simon, if you can. Kill me if you can. Because I live no man in this country and I don't give a fuck who he is. No man in this country put a machete to my young fella or thought to ram my young fella with a car. At 13 or 14 years of age. If you were man enough, you should have done it to me. If you had to do it to me, I wouldn't be as bad. Doing that to young fellas at 13 or 14 years of age, I'm not letting it off. So if you can come and kill me, come and do it. Because I'm doing it to you. You dirty, shitty, cowley bastard, you, that you want a man enough to put me away. Apologise to me. Apologise. I wouldn't apologise to the front. If the devil come up in front of me, I wouldn't apologise to him. You go then as the fighting man, this and that, I'm this and that, and you don't apologise to me. You dirty cowley bastard, you. You must feel bad, Simon, because when you went away, we were outside the hotel, remember? You drove van, you're calling me Mongans' bastard. I am Mongans, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. It proved that night that I'm a better man than you, because you had to apologise to me. Who apologised? You or me? You apologised to me. I wouldn't apologise to that man. I was in your yard, I went into your yard in the front of you, and you had to leave your yard with me in it. And you apologised to me. And you call yourself a man after that. You dirty cowley shite, you. Now get back to me, do what you want, I don't give a fuck, make as much tape as you want, call as much names as you want, do as much threatening as you want. I'm not talking about no one else, I'm going to talk about you, Simon, and the fella who thought to ram my young fella down. They're the only two fellas I'm talking about, and I'm getting you, and I don't give a fuck what it costs. I don't give a fuck if I'm put under that ground. I'm not stopping until I get you, Simon. You dirty, shitey, cowley bastard, you, that came up to me and apologised to me. You dirty, cowley bastard, you. I tell you, for one man, I must be a good one. I have to be. In your eyes, I have to be. And when all this is all over, Simon, when I give revenge, I'm not shit talking. When I, look, you do your homework, Simon. When I say I'm doing something, I'm doing it. When all this is all over with, when I give me revenge for what you done, I won't shit talk, I said 200,000 and 300,000, I won't come out with that shit talk. I put £50,000 down that I'd beat you or the fella who thought to ram my young fella, ever who he is. And that's no shit talk, I'll do that. I'll do it, and ye know it. You're fucking afraid to fight me. You're fucking afraid to fight me, yeah, you dirty, cowley shitchy. I'm fucking afraid. Calling me Mongans bastards. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. You dirty fucking shitchy. You shit, you had to fucking apologise to me. Now get back to me.